Murray residents visiting Central Park were given the opportunity to travel back to the turn of the 20th century as local history was brought alive through the aid of historical reenactments and educational activities. The Turn of the Century Social gave visitors the chance to experience the historical richness of the Murray community right in their own backyards. The smell of kettle corn and the sound of chopping wood and playing guitar filled Murray Central Park from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., all indicators that the 10th annual Turn of the Century Social was underway. This event, hosted every year by the Murray State Recreation students, gives visitors a chance to see what life was like in Western Kentucky at the turn of the 20th century.
Turn of the Century is an interpretive event to showcase the historical resources in the park. So we have the old L&N train depot, the Waters Schoolhouse, which was in operation from the 1830s to the 1920s, and then we have the first Callaway County Courthouse. This is the 10th year for the Turn of the Century Social, but one of our students was the program director. And we were having a conversation. I said, well, what's in the courthouse? That's where we store our Christmas lights. So that's really a shame that people don't get to go in and see this. And so we decided to come up with a program, and we developed Turn of the Century Social. And so we've worked with my interpretive services class and the special events management class to develop it into an annual event. So it's sort of evolved over the years as just an idea, of a couple of Murray State folks, and then it turned into a class project and service learning, and it's just grown and blossomed.
Students held various historical interpretation programs throughout the day, as well as hands-on learning activities in the 3 historical sites located throughout the park. Young and old alike had the opportunity to tour Callaway County's first courthouse and see a famous court case reenacted, to catch a ride on a train and learn about the different responsibilities of those working on board, from conductor to engineer, and to see what it's like attending school in the 1900s.
We are doing an interpretation program. We are teaching anyone about the schoolhouse, a little bit of the history, and we had an activity where it's a relay race so that it showed the kids how hard it was to get water back in the day, and just gave a little info about the different types of chores kids had to do. Well, I think it's really important because everyone needs to know where we came from and the history, because if we don't know it, how can we move forward? It's kind of important to step away from technology even for a couple hours just to enjoy being outside and learning some history.
From making arts and crafts to speaking with those who were part of the historical reenactments, families and Murray residents were able to leave the Turn of the Century Social with a better understanding of what life was like for those who lived before them and what changes were made in the past 100 years. This event was also a good opportunity for students participating in the Turn of the Century Social to learn and gain hands-on experience in their future careers.
We have some historic resources that are comparable to state parks or even national parks. So since they're not open on a daily basis, we really want to take this opportunity to allow people to see them, explore them, kids to touch the old books, for them to see a court case, and just to get in and experience these resources.